with the sound of music. Hello there, adventurers. Ben.
Danielle.
And you're watching the Sound of Music. I mean, Malik Adventures. Or are you? Malik Adventures on location of the Sound of Music tour.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like that. Even though it's not live. Anyways, we're coming to you to bring you our experience here in
Salzburg, Austria.
And our experience on the Sound of Music tour and all the different locations we got to visit as part of that tour. So, hang tight, put your seatbelt on, come on with us and enjoy the tour. But first, make sure you've liked the video.
Subscribe.
And commented down below. Do you like the Sound of Music?
How often do you watch The Sound of Music?
If you're like me, never. Fully, I should say. I've never fully watched it.
I watched it like last month.
Anyways, but first, as you already know, we are in Salzburg, Austria, and mainly we came here for the Sound of Music tour. It's where should we start with? The hotel? Should we start with the tour?
Yeah, let's start with talking about the package that we purchased.
Okay, so we worked with a tour company here in Salzburg called Panorama Tours, and they had a package that for a certain amount of money, I'm not going to disclose, you can look it up on your own if you want, you got 2 nights in the hotel here on the grounds that we'll talk about in a second, plus the guided tour, 4-hour guided tour, I should say, of the different Sound of Music sites around the city and outside
the city.
Basically places where they filmed. And so we bought that package. We got here to Salzburg. We checked in. We got a lovely, lovely room. This is an amazing room. We're in it right now, actually. Go watch the room tour video, if you will, to see the full thing in action. And then we checked out the grounds. You want to talk about where the grounds are? What's all located?
Oh, like in comparison
what all that
to
is out there.
the movie?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you see in the movie is just the exterior part facing the pond.
And we're talking the pond where she's with the kids in the boat and the boat capsizes.
Well, there's other scenes too.
Yeah, but mainly
that.
Fun fact, that wasn't supposed to happen, but they kept it in.
Well, yeah.
Capsizing part.
And also here used to be the gazebo, but since people kept on climbing
the
it and destroying it, they actually had to move it a couple of times.
Yep.
And then, what else is here? Oh, so the exterior facing. No, wait. No, only this way.
Only that way.
Yeah.
But inside the large palace that's here is a grand ballroom, which is actually where we eat breakfast at, which, as we're talking, we'll insert clips here. So if I just stop randomly talking, you see something different, you know why. But that grand ballroom is actually where Maria. You know I don't watch the movie. Maria and the captain have their dance. And so...
See?
Thank you, Maria. And so that's where we eat breakfast. It's really cool.
Nobody does that like Maria.
She may randomly break into song. But then So
we got on the tour.
Yep. So tour.
So
Fun fact, if you watched one of our vlogs of us being at Salzburg, you may already know this, but there was actually a miscommunication. We had paperwork saying that we're going on the morning tour, but the tour company, in their system, some reason, had it that we were going in the afternoon. So when they came to pick up other people here, they didn't pick us up, even though we were waiting right outside and we watched the guy walk by. So long story short, they sent somebody else. They grabbed us. We met up with the bus, literally right across the street, and then we hopped on the bus. Anyways, we didn't miss very much. That was actually their first stop, and it was to go look at the pond on the other side from where we currently are to see where the scene was shot, even though we got to walk right up to it.
Mm-hmm.
Then where did we go after that?
The gazebo, right?
Yes. We went to Schloss Hellborn.
Another palace.
Another palace. And the only reason we went there was to see...
I guess there was two scenes.
There was the gazebo, and then, like we talked earlier, where a lot of the scenes on here at Leopoldskron was shot from the exterior looking at the lake. There was one scene where Maria was talking with the captain, but then you never saw them in the same shot because they were shot at two different places. The captain's scene was shot here at Leopoldskron, whereas Maria's scene, which they used as the building, was actually at Schloss Hellbrunn, which was on the other side of
Was it that one?
I believe it was.
No, I thought it was a different building. It was a different building. This doesn't say.
Let me look at it.
See, this is the palace where the gazebo's at. They moved that there.
Yeah, isn't that's
No,
how...
they moved it there because of location-wise, and
Oh, it was Fronberg Castle.
yeah.
Okay, so I was mistaken. The Maria scenes were the Fronberg Castle. Schloss Fronberg.
Making sure.
Yeah, that looks right.
Yeah.
So thank you for bearing with us there for a second while we made sure we had our information correct. So we didn't see that palace, but we went to that other palace, Hellbrunn Castle, to see the gazebo, and it was moved there for the reasons Danielle said.
And you cannot dance inside of it singing, I am 16, going on 17. Da, 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 da.
Mainly because people who were 60 going on 70 would go in there, fall, and break their hip.
Yeah. So they had
And,
that.
yeah.
So Salzburg was like, nope.
No more. No mas.
So
Like,
they closed
competition.
it so you can only see the outside of it and take pictures and videos of the outside. And then what other scene in the same area?
There was I don't remember the name of the place, but it's the one with the green door where Maria comes, that we drove by.
No. So you're incorrect. Remember when I had you do the video of me failing?
See, I don't know why you asked me that because I don't know the movie.
Yeah,
You
but you
know
do
better.
not remember.
Tell them.
Okay, so the scene where Maria gets off of the bus and starts holding
Oh,
her
yeah.
luggage and then does the little kick in the air.
Yes, I remember
The trees.
filming you doing that, but I don't know the scene because I haven't watched the movie in a long time.
Yeah, but I'm only remembering that because the tour guide said that.
Yes.
And this scene is also, people believe that it is the scene where the kids are playing in the trees, but it's not. That's further down, a mile down. That's
There you go.
Get to see it also then better. But this is where Maria arrived, singing I'm Confident. You see the green door on the back? She rang the bell, the butler opened, and she first thought it's the captain. So in real life it was, by the way, the same also. We will talk about the other scenes also when we come back.
we did not go to.
There was, and as I was alluding to, there was another building that we drove by where it has a big green ovalish door and a wall outside. Where the first time we see it in the movie, and I'm quoting the guide, Maria knocks on the door and it's opened by the captain, and they reunite. I don't know what it was, but the second time we see it, they're walking up to it and it has the Nazi flag flying over it.
What did we learn about that?
What we learned about that is the captain was infuriated by that, and so if you watch the movie, he tears the flag up, but you can watch him, because tearing a flag is super hard, so they put a slit in it, and so when you watch the movie, supposedly, you can see him looking for the partial tear already, so to help him rip the flag up.
Which they did do a short little film on the way back, and I did notice that.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of spaced out because I was exhausted. So then we left there, and then we were on a long ride because we were going off to, or no, we went to this one area where we saw some cathedral with nuns in it.
Where the green tree is, right? Yeah. We will go slowly in the circle, so you get to see it up here to the right. That is the abbey, and you can see the gate up there as well. It took 15 years, actually, to rebuild that. And some of you have been already to the Dome Cathedral, or you go there, you will realize there's 3 gates, and they have no.
From down below in that circle drive, remember you took pictures up at it?
Oh yeah. So that is you took my postcard.
Yeah, I did. Had a big round.
No, on this one.
Anyways.
It's the one that we actually got to the top of the hill and saw. Well,
Anyways, while Danielle was looking for that name, we saw that, and then.
Well, you can talk about this. Because this is in the background when they do the do re mi.
Oh, so in the scene where they're doing the do re mi, where Julie Andrews has the guitar and she's singing with the kids, in the background we see a castle. And go back to it. I don't remember the name. It's more of a fortress. Its name is Hohenwerfen Fortress. So that's what you see in the background. It's what the big castle here in Salzburg
We're so close
is.
to walking up to that.
We were very close, but we saw stairs and we said nope. But there was an easier path on the other side.
Which we didn't realize.
As we continued going on the bus, we stopped at a small little side road. Nürnberg Abbey is what it was called.
Yes, that's where Maria was a
Nun?
No, she wasn't a nun. She was a. What is the actual word? I don't know.
I don't know. If we figure it out, it's going to be up there. Anyways, so we stopped there on the side of the road, took a beautiful picture of down below. Don't remember the name of the city that we took a picture of, but it's Mozart, excuse me. mother's birthplace. I do remember
Yes.
that. And so I'll probably look the name of the city up and put it in here somewhere. And the picture is right there. And video too.
Okay.
And then after that, we kept driving. We saw a bunch of different things. Insert B-roll here somewhere. Maybe talking, while I'm talking, screen inside the screen. And we made our way all the way to Muncie. Which in Muncie, we came to the village of St. Wolfgang town, and the lake is called Muncie. Which in here is the church where Maria and the captain got married. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. And what was the name of the church? I don't remember.
Did it have it here somewhere?
So, yeah, go back. There. It's just called the Large Cathedral of Muncie. So from that scene, and here's the footage of that. We also had a wonderful apple strudel that the guide tour suggested, and it was really good with some coffee.
And what else? What was the other one we had?
It was like a ice cream wedged between two fried pieces of dough with raspberries and Sana, which Sana is the German version of whipped cream. It's not as sweet. But it's very similar. And then we got souvenirs, which is Danielle got a couple of things here, just a few things.
Okay, I need you to do sound effects, right?
Yorele, yorele, hee-hoo.
One.
The goat from the goat song.
Yep.
I'm calling it the goat song. Then we have a little girl and a little boy.
Where there, it kind of reminds me of the puppet scene.
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you to go drop her off and then bring me the phone. Sarah. I can't bring this phone. I told you before.
Which, it was pretty difficult because we only had like an hour in this area. And so we let everyone go to the church, the cathedral first. So we went and had food. And then we went souvenir shopping. And then we looked at the time. We had like 7 minutes.
I had to go to the bathroom too.
And so we quickly went into the cathedral and videotaped. And so here's the cathedral on the inside. And then we went to use the restroom. And then we got back on the bus. Then the bus came.
You guys, I don't know.
And we took the Autobahn back, which was only about a 30-minute drive. But it took us like an hour to get there because we went all these back roads, scenic route.
Oh, we saw the Red Bull.
Oh, yeah.
Headquarters.
I forgot about that. The Red Bull headquarters.
not Sound of Music, but
Yeah, but anyways, it was on the way, and there was a big lake, a little man-made lake out in front of it that was a little reddish, and tour guide joked that it was full of Red Bull. It's totally going to give you wings. Just kidding.
okay.
And then, like I said, we took the Autobahn back, and there was nothing really to see, so they played a 30-minute video or so about the Sound of Music.
Yeah, with some of the information that they've already told us on the tour, but it was, yeah, interesting. Okay, and then we got back to Salzburg, and the last place that they took us was...
It was Mirabelle Palace and the Gardens, which I'll let you talk about that because I don't really know.
Well, it's where they did a lot of the Do Re Mi song.
Ah, okay.
Like the finale part of the Do Re Mi.
Gotcha.
So where they went around the fountains and going up the stairs and the garden area and going through the little cover, like, I forgot what is it called, where like the vines are covering your walkway? Was an arch.
An arch. There you go. Sorry,
A
I got
garden
distracted.
arch.
I just realized the goat has lipstick.
You never noticed
No,
that?
I didn't. I knew it had eyelashes. I just didn't know that it had.
Give me my goat.
Hey.
Come on, Moxie.
Hello, unicorn. Goodbye, unicorn. Oh.
this 4 times looks like.
Yep. But then we came back. We did that, and that was the end of the tour. We said goodbye.
Farewell.
So long. Wiedersehen, adieu. From the tour guide and the tour bus driver. They were really nice. And began our long, fun trek back to the hotel because we didn't want to pay for a taxi to. Anyway, long story short.
And Ben took the longest way, but we did see the actual chapel or the nunnery.
Yeah, the nunnery, the Nunberg Abbey.
Yeah, the abbey. That's the word.
Totally by accident. We just stumbled upon it.
And saw the castle and closer, not as close as we could have, but closer than we were before.
Yeah, we walked around the side of it where the abbey was, and then we just looked up and we just saw stairs going straight up and saying.
And then we looked at the map, and we discovered so there was an easier way to go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and part of this package deal that we got,
We got this book.
we got 2 of the books because there's 2 of us, so it was a keepsake of that. And chocolates.
Chocolates? I don't know where the chocolates are. They're on the other side. Anyways, there's some.
Well, here's the picture of the chocolates.
Yes, there you go.
And then part of the tour, we got this cool postcard.
Yeah. So it was a fun tour. It definitely was a lot better than trying to drive around to find these on our own, which I don't think we would have done.
No.
But it was fun to be on a tour bus and to just relax for a morning and act
And
like
to
a
do the Sound
tourist.
of Music tour.
Yeah. But I'll tell you right now, the hills are not filled with the Sound of Music.
Oh, that is one scene. Okay, so fun fact: the scene that they start doing Do Re Mi up on the hill, where you see the fortress,
Mhm.
is filmed in Germany.
That brings me to another fun fact. So in the movie, they talk about going over the Unterberg Mountains into Switzerland. Well, Hollywood geography is not as good as real life geography because if you know anything about the Sound of Music, it's about the family getting away from the Nazi oppression. But geographically, if you go over the Unterberg Mountains, you're back in Germany.
Straight to Hitler.
Straight into like Hitler's home where the eagle's nest is. And Switzerland's not for a long ways off. So thank you, Hollywood, for lying to us yet again.
So the real story is they get on a train, go to Italy, and then fly to the U.S.
Yes. And they have a ski resort in Vermont, which is still there today.
Yep.
And I believe what they say, the youngest child, the youngest son, is still alive because the youngest daughter just
passed,
died
yeah.
in 2014, almost at the age of 100.
Of the true
yes,
Von Trapp.
True Von Trapps. But
That was the one that Maria was pregnant with when they
Yes.
escaped. Because, fun fact, the movie shows 7 kids, right?
actually I had 9.
They actually had 9.
9. Because,
9 and a half. Because she was pregnant with one.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Anyways,
Or something like
something like that, in that realm.
that.
It was a lot of information in a short amount of time, and I'm glad we recorded it on the same day because I would have forgotten everything.
And then, so that was one whole day. The next day, we actually headed to Julie's Meadows,
Yep. and-
which is the opening scene of The Sound of Music.
The hills are alive with the sound of music.
Spit spectacular. Oh, sorry.
Wrong movie.
Wrong movie.
So, anyways, there's unfortunately video of us twirling around. I say hopefully because we're supposed to do it tomorrow.
We will do it tomorrow.
We will do it tomorrow depending on weather and.
If it's raining, I'm doing it in the rain.
I understand. I'm talking about like if there's a giant puddle in the middle of the lake and we have to swim and twirl rather than twirl. But
So
unfortunately,
that
there's
is
probably
south
footage.
of Salzburg.
Yeah. Anyways,
Do you think this package was worth it? Do you recommend this package or recommend the tour to people?
I do. But I do recommend if you're going to come all the way to Salzburg to do a Sound of Music tour that's only 4 hours, that you don't come over here unless you're spending at least a week, week and a half, 2 weeks in the area. Whether it's Salzburg, Austria, going to Germany,
I
going
think
down to
Matt just
Italy.
said Salzburg. I was like,
No,
what?
there's no way. I couldn't do a week and a half, 2 weeks here in Salzburg. But do other things. Don't just come over here for Sound of Music.
Yeah.
Go do other things. Go visit Italy. Italy's just to the south of us by about what, 2 hours,
Yeah.
something like that.
Or do what we're doing, 5 countries in 2 weeks.
Yes. So, anyways, I hope we answered some questions of the Sound of Music. If you
Tour.
have questions,
Sound of Music
tour. So if you have any questions about the movie or any of the things that we saw, drop them into the comments, and we'll do our best to remember to answer those questions.
Or any fun facts of the Sound of Music that you know.
That too. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video and all the little clips that are inside of it. And until next time, make sure you stay safe
Stay magical.
and keep adventuring. See you next time.
Bye.
Bah. Oh, yorele, yorele.